a not so dramatic reading in my scary Aussie Valley Girl accent of Twila, the girl who was in love with a vampire. Chapter 20. Okay. If you're leaving me long ass reviews on why I ruined your life, then sorry, get the fuck over it. I'm going to keep making chapters, and if you report me, then you're a loser. I'll just make a new account. Anyways, thanks to the people who gave me good reviews. Again, you guys keep me going. Please enjoy Chapter 5. Chapter 5. We didn't know what to do with all the blood from Bobby Brown, so everyone just drank it off the floor. We had wedding games and shit, and Jacob left because he was angry at us for some reason. We played Spin the Bottle, and Gerard had to kiss Ed. Author's note, lol, bye guys are so hot. I wasn't jealous because they're both guys. But Amateur was depressed because Gerard is his BF. We listened to Green Day and he got cheered up. I was going to sleep that night when I got possessed by Satan. It was okay because we're friends and he just does that sometimes as a joke. I asked him what he wanted and he told me to kill Rosemary. What? Why? I knew that Edward would be angry if I killed his sister. 'Cause she's a blonde prep, said Satan suicidally. So I went to their house in the dark and I knew which one was Rosalind's room. Ew, I can't remember where I am. Yeah. I knew which one was Rosalind's room because the door was pink with pom-poms hanging from it and a poster of Hilary Duff. I broke down the door, but inside was... Dun dun dun! Edward! What the fuck is going on, you asshole? I screamed. This is your room? No, let me fucking explain, he began to cry. Then I saw... Rosa was on top of him? Ew, what the fuck, you busted? That's your sister! Exclamation point, number one. I exploded. I transformed and began to tear the room apart and rip down all the preppy posters. I jumped at Rosaline and bit her neck and she started having a seizure, which, you know, is probably like the appropriate reaction, who knows. Then she ran around and died. Ed kept crying. This is disgusting, I said with disgust. I can't believe it, you and Rose. Just listen, okay, he pleased. I couldn't see in the dark. I thought she was you. Yeah, right, like I believe that. We're getting a divorce. I was so pissed. But then Edward got on his knees and sang, if you marry me, will you bury me, will you carry me to the end? And I remembered the promise we had made over that song when we got marred. We said we would always be there for each other. Okay, fine, this is your last chance, bitch. I ran out of the room and saw Carlos in the hall. Hey, babes, he laughed. I'm so much better than Edward. Why don't you come upstairs with me? But I just ran away sadly because everyone wanted something from me. The next day was a bad Tim because it was awkward between me and Ed. And plus Midnight was in the hospital from slitting her wrists because Jasper had called her a slut, with 2 T's. He was getting really moody all the time and he acted jealous around me and Ed all the time. I asked him about it in school. Hey, why the fuck did you make my sister slit her wrists? I roared. I probably should have roared that, but I don't want to wake up the neighbours and I don't want to make my parents think that I'm even more nutty than I really am. He sighed with depression and said, I'm just not in love with her anymore. After you killed Alice, I saw your true strength. What are you saying? I don't understand. I'm saying that I would rather be with you than her, so I was hoping that she would kill herself and we would be divorced. Oh my god, I would never be with you in a million years. You're a terrible person, I said with tears of blood pooping down my pale face. I was wearing violet fishnets with safety pins in them and a red corset with a black vest over it and a pentagram and lots of safety pins and tight black jeans. Mikhail, Jacob, Bella and Jessa all gattered round us. Jasper was so embarrassed. A lot of the teachers came over and stared at me. Twila, please report to the principal's office, the teacher said, strangely. So I followed them and the principal was there and he said to me, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to transfer you to a different school. OMFG, no, I said loudly. I can't, this is where Edward goes to school. Yes, they admitted uncomfortably. But you're causing a really bad disturbance in the school. You see, there is something odd about you. And no one feels comfortable with you here, so you have to go to that other school in Washington called Mount St. Preps Academy. I couldn't believe it. I was never going to see Ed again if I went there. I jumped out the window and ran home and took out a knife and cut myself. There was blood all over the floor and I fell down and I started to die. XXXXX to be continued. XXXXX. XXXXXXXXX. End of chapter 5. XXXXXXXX. Okay, guys, sorry for the cliffhanger. I will update soon. Reviews, thanks.